Beep 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 beep.
R2 says welcome to the Prop Master's Handbook, and that today he'll be showing you how to build Captain Solo's heavy blaster pistol.
Materials for this prop include cardboard, duct tape, aluminium tape, adhesive foam squares and tape, a mouthwash bottle cap, a narrow flashlight, rubber furniture pads, black spray paint, super glue, a nail file, silver acrylic paint, a fine paintbrush, brown electrical tape, a paper towel roll, scissors, a ruler, an X-Acto blade, and a pen or pencil. Good heavens, R2, what are you wearing?
Beep beep beep. Beep 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 beep.
Winter is coming and it's fashionable. Ridiculous. Anyway, draw and cut out this template shape. You will need 6 of them. Use an X-Acto blade to cut out the trigger guard on 2 of the pieces. Remember to exercise caution when using an X-Acto blade! For the other 4, you'll need to cut away the entire trigger area as shown. Using the hand grip as a guide, draw an additional piece slightly smaller. Use this piece to draw an even smaller piece, so the hand grip will have a layered depth. Repeat the process for the second set. Lay the pieces in the following order: 2 pieces without triggers, 2 with triggers, and the last 2 without. The hand grip pieces go largest to smallest on either end of the gun. We'll get to those later. Measure and cut the dowel rod to 11 inches. Place the dowel rod as shown, and mark a line above and below it on the 4 centermost template pieces. Cut out the sections and set them aside. Place the dowel rod in the cutout area with the top section above it. Place an outside piece on top to make sure everything lines up. Duct tape the dowel rod to the main body of the gun, followed by the hand grip. Duct tape the top portion to the dowel rod. On the first outside piece, use the X-Acto blade to cut out this decorative accent. Cover the area below the accent with aluminium tape. Duct tape the piece to the gun, as well as the hand grip pieces. For the reverse cover piece, the blaster has a slightly different design, as shown here. Cut out the designs and cover the area below it in aluminium tape, and duct tape the piece to the gun. Be sure to include the 2 hand grip pieces. Cut a strip of cardboard 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4 inches, and use adhesive foam squares to attach it just above the trigger. Cut a rectangle piece 4 inches by 1.5 inches. Bend the top inch over the top of the gun, with the other 3 inches extending down the side, directly above the trigger. Above the decorative rectangle, cut out a rounded rectangle. Use super glue to attach the piece to the decorative bar. Remember, the top inch should fold over the top of the gun. Cut away any excess and tape the piece down. Now your blaster should look like this. Place 2 larger furniture pads at either end of the decorative bar. Place a smaller furniture pad in the center above the trigger. Tape a piece of cardboard to the end of the scope mount so you will have a full surface. To extend the length of the scope, cut a piece of cardboard tube to the desired length. Cut it down the center and tape it so that it has the same diameter as the flashlight. Tape the flashlight and extension to the scope mount. Remember, Captain Solo's scope extends off the back of the blaster as shown. It's also important to remember the scope is not centered on the top of the blaster. It leans slightly to the right of the gun. You'll need to adjust the duct tape as necessary. Draw and cut out a 5 inch by 1/4 inch strip and slide it beneath the scope mount bracket. Use adhesive foam squares to attach it. For decoration, use adhesive foam tape to create 2 overlays on the scope. Take the mouthwash cap and mark off the last half-inch of the dowel rod barrel. Wrap the rest in several layers of adhesive tape until you have a 2 1/4 inch cylinder, about 1.5 inches in diameter. Drill a 1/2 inch hole in the center of the mouthwash bottle cap. Use a 7/64 bit to drill holes all over the entire nozzle. Use superglue around the edge of the nozzle and mount it on the dowel rod. For the power pack, cut this design out of some spare cardboard. Fold it into thirds and use adhesive foam or superglue to attach it to the front of the blaster. Cut narrow strips of adhesive foam and attach all along 3 sides of the power pack as shown. Wrap the blaster in aluminium tape, particularly the edges with corrugation showing. And now it's time for paint.
Always be safe when handling spray paint. Use goggles and masks at all times.
Paint the entire blaster black. Back inside, cover the hand grip with brown electrical tape. Use a nail file to weather the edges of the blaster for an aged look. You can also get an aged look by using silver acrylic paint and a very fine paintbrush. Remember, you don't need a lot of paint on the brush, and you should only weather edges. And there's your finished DL-44 blaster.
Oh, good. Here come Master Luke and Master Kenobi. I'm glad they made it out of that cantina. There's no knowing what dreadful swords lurk in there.